Hi everyone, I'm Miss Bailey and welcome back to my channel. I am a creative, I am an entrepreneur, and I'm also somebody who is dedicated to self-investment and self-growth. So today I will be talking about the book Atomic Habits and how I'm using this book currently to invest in myself and grow good, sustainable habits so I can be successful for the year of 2025. When I first started looking into self-improvement books, Atomic Habits was probably the one that was the most recommended by everybody that I know from TikTok and just from my personal circle. And so I figured, well, if I'm going to grow my business or grow within myself, I need to know how to build sustainable habits. And so that is what the book Atomic Habits teaches you about. Atomic Habits gives you tools to create better habits or to break bad habits. Sometimes what people get caught up in is that they have to do everything that the book says, but you really don't. This book is a tool. So it gives you a lot of information and tools on how to build habits and break bad habits. I would say that you read the book and you pick the tools that are most going to help you grow and succeed in your life. Not every tool that is in this book is going to help you at that moment in time with whatever you are trying to achieve. But I want to give you some examples on some of the tools that I've used from this book and implemented into my life to help me create better habits. My first goal for the year is to lose weight. I've lost weight before, but it's been a struggle since I've lost it. And so I wanted to be able to lose weight. And so I needed to figure out a way to make working out, fitness, health, and wellness fun again. Because when I lost weight the first time, I did it extremely hard and I just went crazy with it. And in the end, I was tired, I was upset, and I just went back to eating and I gained a lot of the weight back. And so I'm like, well, how can I make my lifestyle be more attractive? And how can I make that kind of lifestyle, working out, eating good, just more attractive? Like, I get the health benefits, but sometimes just the other side of it, the doing it, the eating part, really, I'm not happy about. In the book, it says, if you want better results, then forget about setting goals. Focus on your systems instead. So in the past, losing weight was just a goal for me. It is just something like, hey, I want to lose 10 pounds, I want to lose 20 pounds, I want to lose 30 pounds. But it was never a system or a part of my lifestyle. It was just a goal for a period of time. And once I reached that goal, that was it. But now I'm focusing on making a lifestyle change. And so if I'm going to do that, that means I need a systems change. My lifestyle is not conducive to somebody who actively works out all the time. Well, okay, that's a lie. I do go to the gym all the time. But I will say on the eating aspect side of it and the daily activity level, that side of my lifestyle is non-existent. I had to figure out, how am I going to make that more existent in my life? Currently, for my 9 to 5 job, I work from home. And because I work from home, I'm constantly sitting. I'm not doing anything. I don't really eat a lot throughout the day, but I'm eating 2 big meals. And if you're losing weight, you have to eat a lot of more meals to build your metabolism and blah, 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 blah. So I realized, okay, well, I'm just sitting here. I'm not doing nothing. So what do I need to do to promote a more active lifestyle? And I couldn't figure it out for a long time until I was scrolling on TikTok. And on TikTok, they talked about walking pads. Now, I do have a treadmill, but my treadmill, there's nothing fun about my treadmill. There's nothing that makes me want to get on this treadmill. I don't like getting on treadmill anyway. I like getting on the Stairmaster. So I was like, okay, well, I also want a workspace, so I want a desk. So I decided to get the walking pad and a standing desk, so as I'm doing work, I can walk and get my activities up and do work. So far, we lost 5 pounds. We lost 5 pounds so far. So it's working. It's working. So, and it makes it more attractive to me because I have my desk to where I can set everything up. I can work, or I can just put a movie on and just walk. And it's not even like a hard walk. It's just a light walk so I can get more activity throughout my day. My second goal is to pay off debt. I want to pay off debt, and that's something that I'm really focusing on for this year, is to pay off debt. Atomic Habits talks about physically changing your environment for success. One of the quote reads on Creating obvious physical cues can draw your attention toward a desired habit. When I earn money, I just let it go into the bank and I just pay my bills and I do what I need to do and I save and I do all the things because it's just automatic. So it's out of sight and out of mind. And so with paying off debt, I needed it to be at the forefront constantly. I created a debt payoff tracker. And so I have this tracker and I put it up in my room. And so every morning I see this debt payoff tracker. And so as I'm going throughout my day, if I'm spending things or if I'm trying to buy things, spend money, I know in the forefront because I already have the visual cue of I'm trying to pay off debt. And I see it every day. It's always in my face. Compared to if I didn't have that, I would not constantly think about it. So I had to change my environment physically by putting up this tracker so I can see it. And even just having the tracker right there, I'm already constantly thinking about it. I'm constantly moving different. I'm constantly just, okay, well, how can I pay off this debt? What am I going to do? And then my third goal is to focus on educating myself with photography. I am a photographer, and so photography is definitely a skill-based service that you offer. So you need to have a good amount of skill to be able to charge a certain amount of money. And so I wanted to take time to really develop my skill and educate myself with photography. With photography, I feel like I kind of just learned along the way. I watched YouTube videos, I had mentors, but I never sat down and just focused on what it is that I want to learn and grow in with photography. So I wanted to structure out dedicated time throughout my day to do just that. But I felt like I wasn't going to really kind of do it just off of like free will and want to do it. One of the quotes from the book is, "The cost of your good habits are in the present. The cost of your bad habits are in the future." The bad habit of not educating myself with photography was going to cost me in the future. It's going to cost me clients. It's going to cost me gigs. It's going to cost me money in general. And I didn't want that. I don't want that. And I was going to stay stagnant as a photographer. I was never going to grow my skill. I mean, over time, I would have, as you do things, you repeat things. But if I was to just sit down, educate myself, watch the YouTube videos, do whatever, then I could grow my skill exponentially. What I did was I created another tracker. And this was a weekly tracker where I said, okay, out of the week, I want 4 hours dedicated to me learning photography. And I put that up next to the debt payoff one. Every week I had to check and be like, okay, I studied here for an hour. I studied 30 minutes here, 10 minutes there. So it could add up to 4 hours a week. So each week I dedicated 4 hours to do it. Honestly, when I was doing it, once you sit down and you kind of just get into the habit, I wasn't really using my tracker as much, but I also noticed that I was increasing in my time of educating myself. So instead of sitting down for just an hour and doing it, I would sit down for 2, maybe 3, maybe 4 hours because I would just dive deep into it. But having that visual cue and of the tracker just let me know, okay, today we need to study. If you are interested in reading Atomic Habits, I highly recommend it. Again, it is a tool that you use. It gives multiple tools. You don't just use one for everything. You go through, you read it, you learn the tools that you need for whatever habit that you are trying to create and have. There are many tools in here that I did not mention, but I definitely recommend you picking up a copy of this book and reading it and getting all the tools that you need to help you succeed and create sustainable, healthy habits. If you've already read Atomic Habits, please put some advice that you can give out to others in the comment section below. If you haven't read it, please put a question in the comment section below and like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And if you're looking for more videos, please check out my YouTube channel and please comment some videos that you may want to see from me in the future.